Hey, I'm Mark.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Jamie.
You're the Pretty Reckless, and you are live in Limbo.
Take me down. Take me down. Take me down.
So I'm Rachel, and I'm sitting here today with the Pretty Reckless. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So just to start off, what can you tell us about the new album and how it came together?
It's a long story. We toured Going to Hell for about 2.5 years, and so we were all pretty beat when we got off the road, and we were certainly itching for new material. So Ben and I jumped into the writing process pretty immediately, and took about 6 months, maybe a little longer, to write the whole thing. And then we brought in the band and kind of immediately jumped into the studio. We tried to make a really honest, organic record that really kind of captured the human element of music that I think is lacking in a lot of records today, because now everything can be digitally manipulated and fixed in computers, and we did not do that. So the first time we brought in outside musicians so we could actually set up as a band and jam and play through the songs and see where they were going to take us, and some of them took us to different places than we thought they were going to go originally. So it was a good thing.
Nice. So off the album, the whole album, but especially Take Me Down, I feel like it definitely has the makings of one of those songs that, in 30, 40 years, someone's going to be playing that for their kid and being like, this is what real music is.
Thank you.
I think
that would be cool.
That's what we're shooting for. Yeah.
Longevity.
Longevity, that's what you want. So what songs or bands for you guys are those moments you remember when you were a kid or when you were younger, listening to and being like, yes, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to pursue.
The Beatles.
Yeah. Beatles.
And then Soundgarden.
AC/DC, Pink Floyd, The Who, Zeppelin, The Stones, everybody.
The Doors,
Clapton.
Bob Dylan, Clapton, Robert Johnson, Bob Dylan.
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley.
But I feel like that's the best way to go. You want a little bit of everything. Like that's how you craft a unique sound, right? Like not just listening to one on repeat. So I guess with the time we're in now, you guys, as all good rock bands do, you make music about, questioning social norms and inequality and basically all the fucked up shit in the world. Yeah. So with what's happening specifically in America right now, how do you guys see music playing a role in the next 4 years, and how important do you think that'll be?
Well, I hope that music is, at least for me, music is always an outlet that it never lets me down. So it's always the thing that you can turn to, and it can either give you comfort or it can help you escape, or, it kind of can solve all your problems. So hopefully the musicians don't let down America.
Fair enough. We can hope.
Point out the bullshit and hopefully affect change.
Yeah.
I think there's always room for music to do that. It's a matter of the artists and the fans if they actually can elevate it and let it do that.
Yeah.
Nice. So one of the songs on the new album, you sang, I want to go back to when I was so young and so innocent, so dumb and so innocent. What about the industry or just the process do you guys wish you knew when you started up this project? It's like 3 studio albums later, you're pretty established. What do you wish you knew looking back?
Probably a lot of things.
So much.
10 minutes, right?
I think, not actually a lot. I think a ton, but I think we've kind of always done it our own way. And that's not always the easiest, but someone once said it's a long way. What was that? What was that?
I believe it goes, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll.
So we've just had to, we've had our battles, and I think that we just stick to our guns, and if it's not our way, we're not interested in doing it. Yeah. So, you get into, we're in music to do it for ourselves. So if anything, full creative control, all of that. There's no cooks in the kitchen but us.
Yeah.
I just wish I had known how hard it would be to do laundry on the road. That's it. Somebody just should have warned me about that, and I'd have been fine.
Dude, I told you. You didn't listen.
Hindsight is 2020, man. Hindsight is 2020. So, not overall, not like a quote you on this moment, but in this moment right now, what song off the new album are you guys connecting to the most?
Ooh, that's hard.
I know it's hard.
Before 2 days ago, I would have said, "Oh my God," but we've also added "Hangman" and "Prisoner" to the set, and I'm digging those as well. So
Yeah, it's a hard one.
yeah.
Well, we can just go down the line here. You just pick one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with "Hangman."
All right, I'll go. Oh my God.
I was going to go, oh my God.
Fine, then I'll go. Take Me Down.
Then I'll go with, oh my God.
And then I'll go with
Badass, oh my God.
and Prisoner and Living in the Storm
And all of them. Buy the album. Nice. What part of touring, now that you're back on the bus, doing this whole thing again, when you wake up in the morning and you're like, everything is fucked, I don't want to do this, what's the one thing that makes you go and play the music and take it on?
playing.
Yeah.
Like everything, we're actually a very relaxed band. So everything's pretty chill. I mean, we've been doing this for a while, so we get the rigmarole. But no, the show is we're very focused on the show. So it's, play the best you can that night, and mindset is all about the show. And then the adrenaline kicks in when you get on stage and all your troubles go away.
Yep. All that other stuff disappears. Just playing. That's you and the fans. It's great.
Unless it sounds bad and then you yell at the monitor.
And make his life miserable. Which also is kind of cathartic.
It lets out that rage deep inside. Fair. So I asked, what you wish you knew about the industry and how that's changed. How do you think your dynamics as a band have changed at this point from beginning to now? Are there many big changes? I mean, I know you said you guys are pretty relaxed. Was it more of the same?
Yeah, it's pretty the same. I mean, my outfits have gotten a little more tame.
So have mine.
Beard's gotten longer.
That's true.
Yeah. It's-
I don't know. We joke that we hate each other, but we're family. So it's all good.
It's all good. That's what you want to be able to say at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, a longer beard can only be good. So, I mean, I know that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So this is a question for you specifically. I mean, I think especially coming from acting to this, but even in general, I feel like,
Acted?
What?
But I feel like even in general, a lot of women, whenever they're in positions of celebrity or power, are like, oh, you're a role model now. You're a woman and you're in a position of power, so you're a role model. What do you think of that? And do you or have you ever seen yourself as a role model?
No one should ever.
Yeah.
Someone look at me. I'm a terrible example. No, I don't see myself like that. I'm sure some people do, and I get asked that a lot. But I'm just a chick in a band, you know.
Why do you think?
just
I
a
feel like
person.
especially for like women and like females, it's like you're a role model now. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think maybe because everyone wants someone to look up to, I guess. So I think if, you're in a position of, what's the right word? Not power, but
Influence?
focused on, there's going to be people that, hypothetically look up to you, which is a very strange feeling to just, because I'm just a person. So it's weird, but it's cool, I guess. I don't know.
Part of it, maybe. So on this tour, is there a place that you guys have historically loved playing? And I'm not asking you this assuming you're gonna be like, oh, Canada's the best. But is there a place that you guys always love touring, or has there been one place that you just had an amazing show and you always want to go back there?
Canada's right up there. We always have a blast playing here, and we're not saying that
Because we're in Canada.
We really do have a
Talking to a
great time.
Canadian.
The fans have always been very welcoming here, and the shows have always been great.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to tonight.
Good. Yeah, it should be a good time. Well, thank you guys again
Thank
for
you.
hanging out with us. So for Live in Limbo, this is Rachel signing off.